This.
Hi, everybody. Hello, Sam.
Hello, so we're here. So I have a little scroll there. Remind you, just say your name if you would like a message, and feel free to ask questions. So let us know where you're watching from. If there's anything that's going on for you, where you need some clarity. Let me see if this is out here. Yep. So I don't see any messages yet. We'll see if anybody jumps in here.
How was your day?
My day was good. How was your day?
Very hectic.
Hectic.
Oh, Dowie's here. Why don't you take Dowie while I get my cards ready? I'll be right back.
Okay, let's see for Dowie. Let's take a look. All right, so let's take a look here at the animal. All right, we're doing the animal first. And let's take oh, hey cat. Okay, the owl, the omens for Dowie, paying attention to the signs, the symbols. It's really about stopping, pausing, and noticing what's going on around you. The mind can get very busy and we miss these signs and symbols. And from there, I'm feeling an energy card as well. So the message basically is the owl is just paying attention to what's happening around you. And just notice how the mind has blinders on, if you will, and we miss these subtle clues. Ah, this is perfect. The here and now. This is exactly what we're talking about. You can only see the signs, the symbols when you're here in this moment and you're not lost in the mind. So it's just reminding you to be here now. Notice what's going on around you, not what the mind wants to see. All right.
Okay. Who do we have? Oh, we have lots.
We have a lot. We have a lot.
Oh, what happened here? Okay. Let me take Michelle Cavanaugh.
Okay.
Hi, Michelle. This is for Michelle Cavanaugh. I project my voice because half the time people miss and say, "Did you read for me?" That kind of thing. Let me just get some energy here, Michelle, and then we'll draw 3 cards. Okay. Okay. Oh, the first card is Archangel Gabriel. So a lot of healing and a lot of energy is it's to bring hope and inspiration into your life. So we need to renew the faith and the trust that you have in yourself mostly in order to feel successful and powerful because that is your destiny. I got the world card, but the next one I want to show you is prayer and contemplation. Before we can get to the good stuff, we need to slow down and to quiet the mind and to just focus on what we really truly want. Because I have the feeling that you're wavering between things and having difficulty making decisions at time. Just let your inner guidance guide you, and it will take you where you want to go because you are being guided and inspired by an angel. And the last card is the ultimate success. So really, you're destined for success. You're destined for great things. You just need to quiet the mind to instill more trust in yourself. Can you move this a touch?
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Let me move that. Yep.
Okay, that was for you, Michelle.
All right, Kelly, my heart goes out to you. So she lost her son.
Oh my goodness.
So what I'm doing is I'm pulling out the Shaman's Oracle deck. I'm just seeing what does he want to communicate. Okay, let's take a look. What's his message? Take a look here. Because we have to remember there's no separation. It is this one consciousness underlying across everything. So we're tapping into his energy. Ah, look at this. You're getting the life card, the celebration of life. Even though he's still not here, he's still very much alive in your memories, the signs and symbols you're getting around you. It's just really reminding that his body's not here, but he's still very much alive in your heart. And it's really about keeping the hope alive as well, of not feeling defeated, if you will, of like having this hopeful outlook that just because of his incident doesn't mean you should put blinders on the whole world. Is what I'm feeling is don't put blinders on the world. He wants you to continue to celebrate life, to enjoy life, to keep the hope alive. Then we also got the boundaries card. And what I'm feeling with the boundaries card is don't allow anyone to tell you how you're supposed to grieve, behave, act. He's just saying be mindful of how other people are trying to how other people are trying to influence you. Just stay true to what's true for you and keep that hope, keep that celebration of life alive. That's what I'm feeling there with that message.
I felt I get a message that he's saying that it's a continuous, it's not a broken line. And it's not that different there than here if he wants it to be. It can be almost a segue into a similar world. It's a perceptual, they have the ability to create more of the reality through their perception. They have no boundaries stopping them over there. So there's more of an ability immediately, even though he's new, notice that it's keep saying the word continuation, and it continues and it continues. There's no break in the action.
Right, like life continues whether the body's here or not.
Right.
This consciousness, this essence continues. And what's really important too with the boundaries that you highlight on, sometimes they have to move to the other side, if you will, to get rid of some boundaries to orchestrate something bigger on the other side.
Well, immediately he's saying he can create more of what he wants to have around him. He can create the same world if he wants as a continuation. And that surprised him in a sense. Katie Leone. Hi, Katie Leone. This is for you. Does she have a message or some guidance? Okay, just guidance, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Katie, I'm going to pull one card at a time. Phases and cycles. I always feel that that has to do with the ups and downs of life. And don't be thrown for a loop, and when you go down the hill and you're down on the bottom, we feel almost like bottom feeders at times. We feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. We're submerged. But we know that through our own ability to just live life to its fullest, we can float above the water. We can float above the waves. So don't be submerged by the gravity of problems around you. I feel there's a lot of negative energy around you. You need to navigate the waters and always see the positive. Look for the light. Look for the good in it. And yeah, you're feeling a little overwhelmed, a little bit too many responsibilities of late. And what I suggest to you would be to just allow yourself quiet time and have some fun. Give yourself that time alone and also give yourself time to restore. I feel like you're kind of breaking down because you're overdoing it. And the last card is definitely it's called the present, and it's to be in the present moment. You're too much in that future, guessing and worrying. Stay here, stay now, and enjoy your life.
All right, so I'm going to read for Stacey Wagey. She hasn't been here for a while, so let's see. So Stacey, the real thing is that we just really want to tune in and see what's the most important focus for you right now. The mind's confused, looking all over the place, not sure the direction. But to remember just about really trusting and relying on herself, that this mind is constantly begging, saying, oh, what about this? I need this, I need this. And the mind gets you lost and confused. But just remember, self is always providing. And from here, I got this animal for you. Let's take a look. The animal for you is exactly it. Frog, the purification. Clear out the clutter. The mind, like I said, is very confused. It doesn't know which direction because it's mind. Mind is thoughts. Thoughts don't know, they guess. Your heart knows, that spiritual heart within you knows the direction, but you need to clear out the clutter. And how do we clear out the clutter? By being here. Realize you're sitting, standing, listening, touching, whatever it may be. Really bring your mind back to the sensations to get yourself into this moment. And from there, I'll pull an energy card. But the frog is right on point. Clear out the clutter, because you know that you know. The mind doesn't know, but the real you knows. And let's see. The elevation card, freeing yourself from fear, from doubts, rising above all that, because your mind's in the mud. So basically, the elevation is get out of the mud, dust yourself off, make a choice, make a decision based on what feels right, and just trust that.
You're welcome, Katie. I'm going to read for Carl Krauss. Carl, this is for you.
Carrie, Krauss?
I thought it was, oh, maybe I didn't see. Oh, Carrie. Okay. Thank you, Sam. I should really get my other glasses when I do this. Carrie Krause, excuse me. How are you? That's right. You know, it's not the first time that Carrie's been on with us. Oh, I'm going to pull this card first. Justice. Sometimes we feel like life has done us wrong, and there's a lot of injustice. But really, what I'm getting is things are balancing out. Sometimes we have to go through the dark periods to appreciate the light. And there is justice there, but it takes forms that we don't normally understand. We think bad people get away with things and good people should be rewarded, but it's not doesn't work that way. It's more subtle and complicated. They're saying just relax and just know that life unfolds the way it's supposed to, and life happens, and the energy gets cleared and balanced if you just relax. And this is generating that life force. So there's a lot of you feel, you know, sometimes we feel powerless, but this is saying you've got that strength. You are that guiding, shining light, that life force that shines through everything. And to focus on the light and to feel your strength and acknowledge your own ability to do things, to give yourself more credit for your accomplishments. Don't be so hard on yourself. And the sacral chakra is saying to me that you need to be more creative, to do something that, like a hobby, something fun, that has some kind of element of creativity. And that's so broad spectrum. It can be anything. But saying to go tap into that creativity is when you're working in that creativity, in that mode, it grounds you and it really opens up your heart center. So that's what you need now, Carrie. Okay, Carrie Krause. All right.
Before I do the next reading, I want to get into Stacey's question real quick. Well, it's not really a question, it's a statement. I was hoping to get direction which makes the biggest impact. I'm going to make a really important point. The mind is constantly judging, biggest impact. We want to let that go completely. What makes your heart sing? So we get to go inward and say, what makes my heart sing? Because when you're aligned with your heart, that is going to make, quote unquote, the biggest impact. Because the mind's looking to judge and try to sort out and make a decision based on that judgment. Oh, will this make an impact? Will this make an impact? Let all that go. What makes your heart sing? What's aligned with your truth? That's most important.
Right. It was like this, the card I read for Carrie, the justice card. We have our own way of letting the mind say what's fair and what's not, but the universe is adept at balancing everything out. It works out perfectly. Okay, so it's my turn?
No, I just wanted to get into the question
for.
Oh,
it's your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to read for Still Learning, Beverly. So she's asking what's coming up for the next few months for you.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just going to pull this and see what the animal is. Actually, what I'm feeling is that's for this month. This is for next month, and this will be for the month after. All right, so we got 3 animals for each 3 consecutive months. All right, this month is the eagle, about trusting your higher self. So maybe they're going to all build on each other. First step is learn to trust you. And that's what we're trying to tell, like Stacey, get out of the mind, just really learn to trust yourself, your own insights, what makes your heart sing. That's July. Mm-hmm. August is, they build on each other. The turtle, the retreat. Once again, it's about going within and learning to trust yourself. So the next month is turtle retreat, going in, what resonates for you. And the last month is the beaver, productiveness, the just do it card. So it sounds like the next 2 months are just, building up that inner trust, if you will, the guidance within you. Because maybe, July, September comes, you're going to say, aha, now I need to do it. I got all my ideas straight now. I know the way forward. Now I just need to put this plan into place. So September is putting the plan into place. July and August are about learning to trust that intuitive voice. And September is about taking action.
Okay.
Let's see what else we got here. We have new messages. So there's some.
Okay, Cat. Cat Doherty. Okay, this is for Cat. Hi, Cat. How are you? I'm going to pull 3 cards. Okay, so let's see what comes up for you. Okay, so we're opening up. This is Horus. And that's the third eye, opening up that intuitive self. So this is spending time alone to open up that gateway, that cosmic gateway, if you will, to focus right between the eyebrows, a little bit up in the Asana chakra. It should be the color of indigo, like a purpley, dark blue purple. And this is what it's saying to me is you're mostly in your head now. You need to get more into our spiritual self, because that's where the answers lie. That cosmic gateway is open through the third eye. And that's what Horus, Horus, is all about. And if you do that, the next card you got is transformation. And the transformation is a psychological shift through spiritual awareness. Because once you feel those intuitive nudges and you act upon them, things are going to start manifesting and changing for you. As the card, the transformation card is indicating that it's a period of change, but a lot of it's psychological, realizing your own power rather than something physically happening. And the last card is that brings out the strength in you. When you're in your intuitive self, you are at your best. So focus when you're sitting quietly to focus right between the eyebrows, slightly above that point, and just know it's a beautiful royal purple light. And just sit with that and feel what happens when you concentrate. And when the mind starts taking over, trying to predict things, just sit with yourself and say, no, thank you. I've got this one. And your actions will be guided by that intuitive self.
All right, okay. Danny, hope you're still here. I saw you have 15 minutes. So I'll give Danny a message here.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see, there's an animal for Danny. I'm also feeling a word for Danny as well. So let me pull down the new messages here so we can see. Okay. So for Danny, you got an animal and a word. Let's take a look. So your animal is the Black Panther, the passion. It's really about what we're talking about here tonight. Just follow that thing that really lights your heart off. Don't allow the mind to say, oh, which one's going to make the biggest impact, which one's going to make the greatest change. All these kind of judgments of trying to make a decision. We want to let go of any kind of decision making. That's all mind stuff. We want all that mind stuff to go away and just tap into your heart. What's right for you in this moment? Oh, then you're getting the element of air. So that's always, it's usually wide open spaces of spirit. It's the air. It's very fluid. It's very just dynamic. And it's really about just follow your passion and allow those insights to carry you. And you don't need to not so much doing. I feel like there's too much doing, too much trying to sort it out of mind. You're saying, let all that go. Tap into your heart. What's your heart? And move to your heart impulses. That's the element of air, moving to your heart impulses.
Okay, Betsy. Okay, things calm down. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm going to pull one card at a time. This is for Betsy, S-E-I-K, or S-I, I can't see it.
Yeah, it's Betsy.
Okay, this is your focus on your voice of truth. So what we're getting, the chaos is coming from the mind, and it's also, you're bottled up inside. You're not expressing yourself openly. You're afraid to, other people will dismiss your ideas as nonsense or you'll offend someone. You need to express yourself, because what's happening is a lot of stuff you're holding inside is creating inner tension, and that's the inner chaos. Not speaking your truth, not opening up and allowing people to see who you really are. It's being very guarded with your words. Not that you need to say things that are hurtful and tactless and unpleasant, but you need to speak your mind. And a lot of good things will happen then. And then the star card, that's wonderful. That's getting the right advice at the right time. When I say advice, you know the answers. I mean, like, if in case you needed a doctor or a lawyer or anyone, a consultant who you need advice from, information from, this looks like this is the perfect time. If you're having a legal case or, you need some counsel, it's a perfect time to be defended. It's also the star is about things coming to fruition and things blossoming and blooming. It's a very powerful card. And nope, it's not this card. Oh, wow. This is saying you need to release. So, wow, this is saying we really, really need to let go and release some of that pent up tension. And I feel a getaway a couple of days would do you wonders if you can manage that. Okay.
We're a little behind on a scroll, so let us know if you still need a message. So I saw something from Melton. Is Melton still here? Maybe Chris Keller, Lindsay. Let us know if you're still here.
Okay.
The scroll
Well,
goes
we're
by
not going to
quick.
read through everyone tonight. It doesn't look like we can.
Yeah, that's very, very busy. So let me just see who's here. The names I mentioned, because I want to read through the air. I want to make sure people actually get a message, if you will. Oh, Melton is here. Okay, great. All right, Melton. Let's see. Actually, there's a different deck I'm going here. We're starting with the energy deck from Melton. Let's take the energy. I feel we need an energy card. Okay, there's the energy around you right now. Oh, the goodness. So maybe the goodness is around you seeing the good things in life. Usually I see this card when the mind starts picking things lack. Like you see yourself in the mirror and it says, oh, your hair is not quite right. Or it looks at your clothes and like, this isn't right. Usually when I see the goodness card, it's usually because the mind's, judging, picking on things, not seeing the good of the moment, but rather seeing the lack in the moment. Just saying, trying to flip that. And also we'll go with the animal as well. And we'll do that. And you're getting the butterfly, getting ready for our transformation. But the butterfly cannot happen if we're stuck in lack and scarcity. So that's a good card. So being a joyful, happy place allows transformation, as opposed to being like judgmental, nitpicky, looking at lack, scarcity will block transformation. So it's just a real important message here to see the good, see the joy, see the beauty of this moment, then a transformation will happen. If you're asking yourself right now, why aren't things moving? Well, just see where your mind's keeping yourself stuck in the mud, if you will.
Okay, that's Stacey Ross. Okay. Hi, Stacey. This is for you, Miss Stacey Ross. First card I'm getting for you is Divine Alchemy. So, what it is getting the right mixture. And what does that really mean? There's no recipe for life. They do this first, do that. That's exactly what the message is. There is no recipe for life. It isn't you do this first, you do that step second, you do that. You have to let life happen as it happens. I'm not saying never plan anything or go to school or do something to implement something. But divine alchemy is just saying you're coming up with the right mixture when you're just concentrating on your heart center and allowing yourself to really speak your own truth. And the next card is focusing on the skills. So you really have a lot more talent than you give yourself credit for. This is a card of a very skilled person. So sometimes we think of skills as something out in the workforce, out in the world. Or can I do computer work? Can I do nursing work? It's not that kind of skill. It's being adept at problem solving, for example, being able to navigate through difficulties. If that's a skill, for example. So to focus on your innate talents and to draw them out because you're not allowing yourself to blossom. There's that holding back, and that we have to let that divine alchemy take place, that chemistry, that just everything comes together at the right time. And whatever we're supplied and supported. The last card is a spark of divine. So focus on the heart and that beautiful energy that you have within you, and know that we all are divine spirit. We all are sparks of a wonderful, beautiful light, and focus on that. Okay.
All right, Kate, I've been tuning into your daughter, Um, so I want to see, what does she want to communicate with you? And I pulled the Shaman's Oracle deck. And let's see what message she has for you. I think that's more important than your other questions. I sort of think they'll all tie in together. Okay, so this is from your daughter. What would she want you to know? Okay. Oh. All right, so rather interesting cards here. Okay, so we're getting the death card. That's really about stopping cycles, breaking the cycle. This is breaking. And we're getting that right after the journey card. The journey card means you're looking outside yourself for the answer. Oh, they know what's best for me. Oh, they know what's best for me. Let me go over here. They know. Let me go over here. Let me call this person. So I'm just being shown lots of like going outside yourself for information. And she's saying, stop that cycle. Stop seeking outside yourself for the answer. And then this is an interesting card too, the friendship. Be your own best friend. Trust your own wisdom. Don't doubt yourself. You're not being your own best friend at this time. You're doubting yourself. That's why you're constantly seeking outside yourself. Oh, I don't know anything. I gotta go ask. Stop that. That's the message from her. Is to stop that, really trust and believe in yourself. And this will answer your other questions. What is right for you? That's all that matters.
Okay. So Mike?
Yeah, why don't you read from Mike?
I can't see strong.
Yeah, Mike in Philadelphia.
He'll listen to it later. Okay, Mike. Well, let me just feel your energy for a second before you tune out. Okay, I feel drawn to this card. I'm going to do them one at a time. This is the Wands card. It doesn't matter if it's Queen or King. This is focusing on your power, your energy, your ability to start things. You have an entrepreneurial sense about you, and it could be not just out in the business world, but being able to gather people together and make things happen. You are an active person. You're not someone who needs to be passive. You need to express yourself through action. And also to express your inspiration. You're good at motivating and inspiring others, but not so good at motivating and inspiring yourself. Take that inspiration inwardly. I feel you need more inspiration. The next card is releasing karma. So a lot of what's happening, the doubts, is coming from somewhere else. Maybe earlier in your life now, through a childhood memory is surfacing, and your belief system needs to be revamped, because we're living in the old world. We need to be now, in the here and now, and what's happening now. Sometimes we outgrow our beliefs, formulating new beliefs that are more positive and in line with who you really are. And that will release the karma that keeps you bound up, letting go of patterns from the past, from also genetic patterns. And if you do that, the abundance card. So, wow, listen to that message, and a lot of abundance is coming your way in many forms. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to be for Lindsay, Helen, Davies. All right, so Lindsay.
Yeah, if you stick around a while, we'll read for you eventually.
Yeah, I know. It's been really busy, this girl. So, Lindsay, there's your energy card. Let's take a look at that. Look at the energy around Lindsay. Oh, the harmony. It's all about opening up to the divine within you. This is when the synchronicities happen, when we start listening to ourselves, when we really trust ourselves. Things just magically happen. It's hard to explain. It's just a synchronicity. It just happens. It's the best way I can explain it. Usually when you're really busy in your mind trying to figure things out, typically things don't work out because your mind's trying to guess the way forward, while that spiritual heart within you knows the way forward. And from there, yeah, let's do an animal. All right, feeling this animal for you with the harmony card. Let's take a look here. Oh, the raccoon, the resources. You have all the resources you need within you. So just remind you, the resources are within. With the harmony card, the harmony with raccoons, I couldn't plan it any better. You are whole and complete when you listen to yourself. When you're in the mind, you're not whole and complete. You're split, you're fractured. So you really want to come into oneness with yourself.
Okay, so
There's a lot. So
okay. Oh, Chris Keller. I don't know. Is she still there? Is Chris Keller? Are you still? Oh, it says still here.
that was 5 minutes
Oh,
ago.
5 minutes ago. All right. Say hi, Chris Keller, if you're here. If not, we'll take someone else. Uh, yeah. Okay. All right. This is for you, Chris. Hi. I'm gonna take the card on top. I feel drawn to this. This is just making things happen by focusing on allowing energy to flow through. The magician just takes things from above and manifests it into reality. So you have the ability to manifest the things you truly want. You've got that talent. Now it's time to just allow that to flow through you. What I'm getting tonight constantly is people need to stop forcing this. It interrupts the flow. And that's the same message for you. You've got the ability. You're already a manifester. You've got that talent and skill. Now you have to let things unfold as in time. Just the impatience is causing blockages. We need to let go. And this is crystal ascension. So what I feel when you start to feel restless and start nervousness and worry and anxiety creeps in, what I feel would be good for you is to hold a quartz crystal. That's like I got the image of the pink quartz for you and hold it near your heart. If you don't have one, maybe you can get one, or maybe you can just visualize it, a, a, a quartz rose crystal to be near your heart center. I don't normally get messages like this, but it's very strong. I'm getting that. That's interesting. And in conjunction with the magician card, that's going to really make things start to happen. And the last card is higher learning. That's not going to college or university. That's learning something about the spiritual world, or maybe surrounding yourself with more spiritual people, or going to a meetup, but having more and more and more spiritual people around you, whether they're online or in person, is also something that would help you develop and grow and move to your next cycle. But all night I'm getting this feeling that not letting things flow. There's blockages and blockages. And you have to believe that things happen in their own time. Okay.
Right. Because it's basically we get out of the flow and we're too much in the mind trying to figure things out, looking outside of ourselves for answers. And that just keeps you stuck in the mud. To be free is just to let it all go, surrender everything and say, okay, heart, what's the best way for me to move forward?
The mind is a trap. It does not allow energy to flow. It gets stuck.
Yeah. So this is for Angela. Starting with the energy for Angela. Angela Pemberton. So that's your energy card. And let's take a look here. I'm feeling a word card for Angela. Let's see. Okay, there's your word or an element. Let's see what comes through. Let's look at your energy first. Oh, once again, you're getting the goodness card, Angela. Remember, is this you get the goodness card when the mind's in lack, that something is missing, something is incomplete. I'm seeing the good in the situation. It might be the simple fact that I'm breathing, I'm alive to witness this. But you wouldn't be in this place of joy, of lightness, to keep things flowing. As we're saying, if we get really heavy in the mind, very serious, it keeps the energy really stuck and it doesn't flow. So we have to be in this place of laughter, even joy, put on a comedy show, something to break the tension, if you will. And then so this courageous card is about insecurities and doubts. So that's the opposite of goodness when you're filled with insecurity and doubts. The same, being courageous, see the good of the situation. How can I see this differently? Why so much lack? Why so much heaviness? Just I'm really feeling like comedy shows or some kind of something to break the spell, if you will, in the mind that's full of doubts and confusion.
Um,
All right,
you're done.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I don't know who to read for you. Who's next? Christine Baker.
Yeah.
Okay, this is for Christine Baker. Hello, Christine. How are you? Thank you, Sam.
There's just so many messages. We'll do every one we can.
Okay, so again, this is for Christine Baker. Oh, you also getting the balance card. That's coming up a lot. So maybe life is a little bit unbalanced. We need to see how we, where we're too assertive, where we're too passive, how we can balance out the polarities. Can we get enough sleep and still get our work done? Can we eat properly and be able to afford nourishing meals? It's balancing, a juggling act. And it should be effortless. Again, balance is part of nature. Nature automatically balances out the universe. We see it with animals. We see it in with insects. Everything is balance in nature, and there's nothing to think about. It's when people come in and intervene and mess things up ecologically that things go awry. But it is already in balance. We need to find more balance in yourself, though. Sometimes we do too much of one thing, too little of another, or we don't love ourselves enough and we're giving everything away, or we're too dependent and we're not giving enough away. So we have to see that and stop judging yourself. The judgment has to go. This is judgment, but it's also rising to the occasion. So when the opportunity knocks, boom, this is Gabriel. This is the horn blows. It's time to get up, to rise up. And that's the balance, knowing when to be active, knowing when to be passive, and seeing a good opportunity and feeling it in your heart. When you're relaxed, you feel it and you will recognize a good opportunity, but saying go for it. Gabriel is like, rise up and do it immediately. And if you're in doubt, get quiet. Don't ask strangers, don't ask your family. Go within and ask your deceased relatives for guidance, because you have ancestor spirit there guiding you and allowing you to make the right choices. So they've got your back. All right.
I'm feeling called to read for Arsley.
Oh,
I'll read
yeah.
for Arsley. Let's take a look here for
I
Arsley.
think we're getting a little bit more.
We're catching up a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, so Arsley, I'm actually feeling 2 energy cards for you tonight. I see a Facebook user. So if you're a Facebook user and you're in Head Trash Anonymous group, I don't see the name, so say your name. And let's see I'm reading for Arsley. 2 energy cards came out for Arsley. Let's take a look. The elevation. This has come up again. The elevation is rising above the fear, the doubts, rising above all the noise, this mental pollution, this garbage, this head trash just needs to be thrown out. We need to elevate above that and really into our spiritual heart and see which is the way forward for us.
No, you're
And
welcome,
then,
Christine.
oh, well, this is great. The manifestation of light. So who are you when you get rid of all that junk, that noise? You are the light. Once you know yourself as that light, this spiritual person that is not touched by the human experience, you become unstoppable. I think that's the word you need for yourself, is unstoppable. The only thing that's stopping me is the fears, the doubts, the limitations, these restrictions. It's all mental nonsense. Realize I'm the light. I can do all things. Where there's light, there's no darkness. That's for Arsley.
Did you read for Lisa Crawford?
No, I did not.
Okay, this message is for Lisa Crawford. Hi,
I'm going to be
Lisa.
for Ern after that.
Okay, but I'm reading for Lisa Crawford. I have to be.
Yeah, not read for Ern.
Oh, this is letting go of the just this grieving and this heaviness and this dark. And it might be also getting over something like an illness or a broken heart or just life beating you up. But this is just allowing the tears to wash away the pain. So this card represents a healing. This is from the darkness, from the muck, from the yuck. And it's just a healing. Now you're in the healing phase. Things seem slow because you need time to heal and recover from something most recently that might have been disappointing or physically affecting you. And this is forgiveness. We need to forgive ourselves and we need to forgive others. Easier said than done, some of us say. It's not difficult. You just know that you might understand the person may have wronged you in some way, but you need to forgive them to set yourself free. Otherwise, you're blocked up and you're bound up in a sense of revenge and negative energy. And maybe that had caused some of the gook in your life to surface. But you're in the healing phase now. And the first step out of it is to forgive yourself and to forgive others. and just understand that we're all doing the best we can. And at day's end rest, so this is saying you're not getting enough rest, not the right type of rest. It doesn't mean to go to sleep 12 hours. It means to take time out for you, and whatever that means for you. Maybe just sit under a tree and just contemplate the clouds in the sky. Even taking 5 minutes in the park and listening to the birds. But we definitely are in a healing phase, in the recovery phase, and working on forgiveness will be the way to propel you forward. And boom, it's like stepping on the accelerator, I see. But you need some rest right now, mental and physical, and particularly mental from the anxiety of late. Okay.
All right, this is for Aaron Southgate. There's your animal. Now we're going to go with a word. Let's take a look at the word. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, the raven, the magic. I haven't pulled this in a long time. This is about owning your power. So where are you giving your power away? That's the big question. Where am I giving away? Where are you asking questions? Where are you doubting yourself? The raven's all reminding you, like, I'm the creator of my world. Why am I giving my power to someone else? I'm creating this magic. Others are just creating confusion. My mind's creating confusion. Oh, but this is perfect card. Surrender. It's surrender all the doubts, all the need to seek answers from outside yourself. The surrender the mind, because the mind doesn't know. This is about complete surrender and really tap into the spirit, into self. Self knows all the answers. This is your provider. This is where all the abundance comes from. It doesn't come from the mind trying to figure things out. You actually find you're actually more abundant when you really listen to yourself and create that world that you wish.
Okay, Christine Olsen.
Yeah.
Okay, hi, this is Christine. Okay, hi, Christine Olsen. How are you? I want to pull a card right here. Okay. Oh, Teacher Awakens. This is all of a sudden you'll just be walking down the street somewhere. There's going to be an aha moment. Something's just going to light up your life. Something like a revelation. It could be small. It could be, oh, I'm really more attractive than I am, or something like that. Catching a glimpse of yourself and looking at yourself. The Teacher Awakens is something that's going to stir up some good energy that's going to happen, that's going to give you some a mini enlightenment, if you will. And that realization is going to help you. It's going to give you more confidence, I feel. And then it's time to let go, and it's time to party, and it's time to have a darn good old time. It's saying you need a vacation, you need a celebration. See if you can get together with people. Now that the pandemic is gone and I think people are getting back to normal, if you can do an in-person get together with friends and just drink and be merry, that would be great. That would be very good for you to really get out there and enjoy your life. And this is reach out. So it's saying this is not a time to go alone. This should be a social time. And that's the Teacher Awakening, realizing that you are within a social network, that we need people, we need each other socially. That's why it was so devastating during the lockdown. We were separated, and look at how people suffered. There were a lot of illnesses and suicides from it. So this is a time for you to really reach out, and that's your realization, that you still need people, and you need to have a whole lot of fun now, and not to take life seriously and do something silly like a 5-year-old. Do something that just makes you feel light and happy.
All right, I want to read for Casey, and maybe you can read for Aaron's husband next.
Okay.
All right, so for Casey, here's your animal, Casey. And I'm also feeling called to an energy here.
Oh, it's 8:45.
Yeah, it's going by quick tonight. Because if you need a message, let us know. Yeah. The scroll's been insane, but usually it slows down as the night progresses, so you're more likely to get a message, tuning us into a half hour late as opposed to the first 5 minutes. But that's okay. So for Casey, you're getting the turtle card, the retreat. It's really the retreat from the mind. The mind is trying to force something to happen. The mind says this must happen. Just relax, retreat into you. Stop trying to force, be open to receive. And then from there, getting this too, the harmony card. The harmony card is all about going within and and residing in the heart space and not so much in the mind. Actually, there's no mind. You want to get rid of the mind. It's causing disharmony. But you really want to surrender into your heart, your spiritual heart, and then move to those impulses that you don't need to figure things out. Spirit knows the way, step by step, but we just have to have that patience and just listen.
Okay, whose husband?
Aaron's?
Aaron's, I think, Raul.
Raul, yeah.
Cruz. Oh, this is for Raul Cruz. Okay, this is for Raul Cruz, right?
Yep.
Aaron's husband. Okay. All right. I feel drawn to this deck and this card. Oh, so we need to be a little bit less defensive and on guard. You know, it's like who's going to do what to me, like this, looking over your shoulder. You need to relax more and trust in yourself, and know that you will be around the right people if you relax. Feeling strained and stuck and uncomfortable. So we need to relax. We need to breathe. We need to let go of that armor, that suit of armor that's we're putting around us, keeping people away who should be in our life. And the next card is to find your bliss. So what's happening is you're focusing on what you should do, what you have to do. What you need to do is to follow your own path. That's the struggle. You're not following your own path. You're not listening to your heart. You're not listening to yourself. You're letting other people influence you, and you're feeling very and because you're listening to other people, the decisions they're making for you are wrong, and they always are. They can only make decisions for themselves, and you can only make decisions for you. So because they're leading you astray, they're making you feel angry and vulnerable. We need to listen to yourself, find your bliss, follow your path. That's you really the most important thing, is to find your own self, who you really are. And the last card, how do you find that? You have to go in your heart, the heart chakra. I love myself and others. That's what it says, and I attract nurturing and loving relationships. So it's very clear here. You find your bliss. You find it through believing in yourself and listening to yourself, and stop letting go of all of that vulnerability and that anxiety and feeling of betrayal. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Angela, for the compliments. Yeah, that's right, Angela. You're welcome,
Okay,
Angela.
so who's next?
I'm going to wait for Joy Taylor. And if there's anybody that needs a message out there, or maybe you have a question, just let us know. And we do have some time here. We're wrapping it up soon. We still have some time. We're caught up. So
finally we're caught up? Is this a...
Yeah, I think we're finally caught up after 50 minutes.
It's almost 8:50.
All right, so Joy, actually I was going to pull a card here, but I'm actually feeling over here. All right, Joy, let's get an energy card first. So let's see what the energy is. Okay, I'm feeling that energy card. I'm actually going to the Shaman's Oracle deck. I think there's a deeper message here, so I'm going here as well. So, okay, so an energy with 2 Shaman's cards. Let's take a look here for Joy. Choice. So you're getting the choice card. The choice is always about making decisions that give you, light, happy, peace, making the choices that bring ease to you, as opposed to choices where it causes stress and other kind of discomfort. And it might be a simple question like a friend's asking you to move, and your heart's saying, no, don't do it, because something's going to happen, it's going to damage the friendship. But the mind's saying, it's my friend, I have to do that. But then you're realizing the tension that's creating, that's what that feeling is. So the choice card is just reminding you, make the choices that resonate with your heart and not your mind. Like what feels right to you, not as opposed to what the mind is saying. It might be a coworker saying, hey, let's go out to whatever, and your mind saying, yeah, we need to go do that. Your heart saying, no, don't. Like, and it won't give you any reasons. It'll be like, no, it doesn't feel right, and you don't go, because who knows what would have happened if you're going out an accident or something else.
Exactly.
Because the divine's trying to protect you, keep you safe at all times. So we want to make choices from here, our heart, as opposed to the mind, because the mind's going to be the people pleaser, if you will, not making the best choice for you.
And we can't get angry at people who make wrong decisions for us, because it's inevitable they will.
Right.
So, whenever you're saying, what do you think, to someone else, you're going to get the wrong answer most likely, or not what you want to hear. And then getting angry and defensive about it doesn't help.
Yeah, this is interesting with the choice. We're getting the lost card. So it's making those right choices for you, and you may experience some loss from that. Maybe there's somebody that you're hanging on with right now is always trying to take. Do this for me, do this for me, do this for me. And maybe saying, no, this isn't the right choice for me. And maybe they just drop away because you're no longer there to, you know, be there, whatever, so you can be aware of the loss. When you don't make those choices from your heart, things drop away that don't serve you anymore. And just keep the hope alive that things are going to work out in ways that you can't explain when you start making the choices from your deeper place within you and not so much from the mind. Yeah, Joy, I saw Joy, you were saying, if you had a question, Joy, we can follow up on that.
You're welcome, Erin. Thank you for validating.
And I'm not seeing any other messages. Are we really caught up? Is anybody else watching here that doesn't?
Can you pull it down and see?
Well, they're kind of old messages. That's the thing.
Oh.
They're 3-4 minutes old, and who knows? So we just.
Okay, so if we missed you and you're still tuned in, now's the time. I guess in a little bit we're going to tune it out, and we won't be back for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think every 2 weeks is good because it's because the opposite weeks I do my dissolving head trash, so we can dissolve all this and really tune into our heart, this true self. So I do those on opposite weeks, and I can't explain how it works. It just everybody feels peace when I do that, because peace is ourself.
Because you're at peace, because you're centered. That's why people feel it. When you're centered and you're listening to yourself and you're in your own divine light, everyone feels that, and you attract the right people, and you elevate that sense of hope and joy in other people because they feel your strength and light.
All right, so Joyce is asking why don't you take this? Are you ready for Joy? She's asking about a house. Why don't you see what you're getting on the house?
No, if I'm getting my house, okay.
What are you feeling on that?
I don't know yet. Chariot. The chariot is about being confident. And I feel like when you feel you're going to, that sense of confidence is going to be when you know that you can have the things you truly want. It's going to give you that confidence to attract. If you don't get this house, you'll get the right one. The chariot is confident. The chariot is moving things forward. A chariot is zooming by, and this is movement forward, but confidence in yourself that you'll know that what is the right choice. If you don't get this house, then you'll get another one. But I feel like when you're more confident, the things will start to flow and start to become easier. But let's see what else Spirit awakens. So it's also about not being afraid and not shrouding everything in negative. When is this going to happen? Will it happen? Know that you know the answers, and when the right home comes to you, you will know, you will resonate. And one more card here. So I'm not getting a definite yes or no. I'm feeling like it's still not decided. It's like leaning more toward yes. Are you getting into, I get it's like on the fence.
Well, it is really about
and this is facing fear. So having more confidence,
it's about
letting go of the fear.
So what I'm feeling is, I'm not sure if this is the right house or not. You're going to really feel confident. This is my house. There's going to be an instant knowing, this is my house. And when you have that confidence, this is my house, then it becomes your house. If you're in a house like, oh, let's put an offer at it, it's okay, but you're not really feeling confident that's home, feeling confident this is home.
That's what I feel. I feel like it's not quite right. And I don't know if that's because she's putting this worry around it, surrounding it, but it's facing fear, letting go of the fear. Again, it's that confidence. The first card I got, she needs to have the confidence that she'll have what she truly wants.
Right.
And I'm not feeling that now.
But I'm feeling
doubt. I feel that doubt is putting negative energy around it.
But what I'm feeling too is it's more like the feeling of, is this home? Is this home?
Yeah, it should be instantaneous, and it's not. And I'm not feeling.
It's almost settling. It's almost settling,
yeah, exactly.
and not making this. It's not feeling this like deep choice from the heart, as we were talking about before. It's like there's a confident knowing, this is my home. This is my house. All right, so let's see. We got some people here.
Okay, so who's here? What's this name? I can't read it.
Zeljani.
How do you spell it?
Zeljana. Zeljani.
That's your turn.
Yeah, so yeah, Joy, exactly. Someone has told me to picture it, but like everything, it's the feeling knowing it's mine when I see it.
That's right. That's what's not happening, and I feel something's off.
Yeah, something is off. It doesn't feel like home.
There's something hidden that you're not. It's going to reveal itself to you later. There's something not right. I just can't put my finger on it. It's just
not home.
It's just not home. Yeah. Thank you, Sam.
All right. So it's for Zeljana. Zeljana. Hopefully, I'm saying that correctly. I'm pulling out some. Actually, I pulled an Earth Magic card for tonight. I haven't done that yet tonight. So wow. Earth Magic. So.
Oh, we got magic. Okay, magic on a Monday.
The ocean, the ebb and flow, along with the animal of. Oh, well, look at this, the confidence. We were just talking about this, the confidence card. Be bold and taking charge. And really, it's maybe the things are ebbing and flowing, they're going all over the place. It's chaos. So the Cougar saying is, stop the chaos, stop the back and forth. Be bold, make a decision, and stick with it. Don't waver. I'm feeling the Cougar card is don't waver. Things are changing. It's a little chaotic situation. I almost have to grab the tiger by the tail, if you will. It's like, we're going this direction. We're doing this way.
Grab any tiger by any tail. I love tigers. I'm an animal lover. I rescued animals. I did everything for
animals. So for Zeljani, it's just really about being confident and owning the situation, really taking hold of it and say, we're doing this. Being really confident behind that. And we have a Chan here. And
okay, that's going to be the last one.
Okay.
After that, I'm done. I don't know about you. Okay, right. Chan, what's the last name?
Chan.
I can't see with these glasses.
Start with a P. Chan P.
Chan, last name initial P like Peter. Hi, Chan. How are you?
Okay. Denise, sorry for Denise after you're finished.
Okay. All right. This is for Chan. The first card I'm getting is the throat chakra. The throat chakra is about communication. I feel like writing things down for you. Writing is a great medium of expression. I feel the written word, the spoken word, that we need to focus more on conveying our feelings. The throat chakra is where it's our communication center. So in some way, shape, or form, we need to speak, write, or listen more to create that open line of communication. Let's further explore. This is letting go of this, I need to watch my back. Just know that when you become defensive like that and all bound up, things don't move correctly. Things start to decay. I feel there's a lot of decay. Things that you need to let go of the old and to bring in the new. But we're still holding on a lot to the past a lot. And that's what we need to change. We need to let go of that, of the past, holding on to past hurts and memories. We need to dissolve them, break those ties that bind us, and just move in the new direction to say, that was then, it's gone, now is now. I feel like it's too much hanging on to the past. And then when you do that, the fire elemental will be like, nothing will be, you're unstoppable. And to know, this is one thing you need to know, that everything is limitless, that there is no limit. We put a cap on things. We feel there's not enough to go around. That's not true. It's exactly the opposite. You need to connect with that limitlessness and let go of the past. And then all of the things you want are going to start manifesting, but slowly, in their own time. Okay.
All right, so let me read for Denise here. I'm feeling called to an energy card. Let's do an energy, okay? The energy for Denise. Let's look at that first, and then we'll see where we go. So the energy is serenity. So for Denise, the serenity, finding that peace, releasing all this stuff that's causing upset, disruptions. Letting all that head trash go, and really just being at peace with the situation. Just really finding the peace. And from there, we're actually going to pull another Earth Magic. And that's, I see Annette there. Okay. I can read Annette too if you don't want to read.
I'm trying to read the message.
Oh, and you're getting the ancient shaman card, the ancient healing wisdom, The wisdom is in the peace. It's really about not allowing the mind to try to figure things out. It's really about being peace in the situation, and all the wisdom arises from peace. It doesn't arise. Wisdom does not arise from the mind. Chaos rises from the mind because it doesn't know the way. It's guessing. So dive into your heart and really, you know what's best for you. You want me to read for Annette? You want to read for
Yeah, I'll
Annette?
read. Okay. Annette Madden,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, she's a frequent visitor, so we'll read for Annette.
Okay, so this is for Annette Madden. Okay. All right. So this is ascension. So this is rising above the slights and the human frailties, and this is just not judging other people and just saying, you know what, they're doing okay. They're doing the best they can. Ascension means to move into a greater truth, your truth, not to be stuck in what people do that is undesirable from certain moral perspectives. This is rising above that and not judging people for their frailties and maybe their wrongdoing. Just know that's where they are. That ascension is becoming, stepping up and becoming the hero. And this is sacred vision. If you do that, you'll get a sacred vision. That vision, you are visionary and you need to focus more on your vision. Write things down when you wake up, maybe in the wee hours of the morning. Write things down. Notice what you're dreaming, because you're getting a lot of answers, I feel, from your ancestors, your deceased relatives in dreams, and early wee hours of the morning, like 3, 4, 5 in the morning. I don't know. I just got that image of sacred vision. You're a visionary yourself, and they're helping you with these visions to be able to move into a deeper spiritual framework. And the crown chakra, the crown chakra, you're rising above the physical. That goes so well with the ascension card. That's amazing. As the crown chakra is the top, and that's leading to the real spiritual, and that's already there, a violet color. This is the mundane, the physical. I don't want to classify, it's referred to as the lower self. That's not a good way to put it, but it's the everyday, the mundane. But this is the spiritual, and the ascension is there, the crown chakra. But we need to focus on those visions and dreams that we're having. So you're a great, wow, you're getting so many messages from the other side. Maybe there's too much for you to process. So just whenever you can, just feel what you feel and maybe write things down or convey your deepest thoughts to someone you trust, letting these visions manifest, these visions come to fruition. You are a visionary in that. Okay.
All right, the last reading for me is Kate, because we're up at the hour now, so this is for Kate.
Kate who?
Kate O. So Animal and Earth Magic for Kate O. As we wrap up the evening here. Maybe you can read for Carol real quick.
Okay, I'll pull maybe 1 or 2 cards.
For Kate,
so this past the hour.
Yeah, the seal, the imagination card, really immersing yourself in creativity. And who's the creator? Spirit, self. This is about letting go of the mind and just being free. Really dive into your heart and just being free. And just the mountain, the strength. And just realize when you're not sort of caught up in the mind, you're actually stronger when you operate from the heart. So it's really about operating from the heart and just be the creative expression of yourself. Don't allow any rules, any restrictions on how you're supposed to be. Just be you. And that's where your strength is.
You know, we can do longer, more comprehensive readings if you'd like to make an appointment with us. Those of you who want more guidance and more time. This is for Carol. Jarrett would like a message. Well, Jarrett?
Yeah.
Okay. This is, infinite abundance. Wow. We want to stop right there. Things are coming your way. Wow. Oh, things are starting to really shift for you in your direction. It's going to start with one thing. It's like water going down the drain. It's going to start slow at first, and I see it like an eddy, like a spiraling down and things happening, but it's going to start slowly. And my God, she got the wish card.
Oh, well.
You are in a good place, my dear. And I don't say this lightly. And this is not something like I, deliberately picked these cards. You have the 2 fabulous cards. And the last card is the Archangel Raphael. And what has he do, the Archangel Raphael?
He's healing.
Healing. Okay. Wow, you're in an upward lift. I really envy you. I wouldn't mind a reading like that. Things are starting, but it's going to go slowly at first. You might not feel like things are changing, and all of a sudden, then when non-change happens, and then it's a pyramid effect, and it starts to build momentum, and then you're going to have a plateau period, but it's going to pick up the energy and pick up like a roller coaster, right? It's going to zoom.
All right, we're at an hour and 5 minutes. I think that's it for this evening. We'll
I
see
think
you.
we read everyone anyway.
And we'll be back in 2 weeks, and I'll be live next week for getting rid of the head trash, so you can really tune into self. And there's nothing you need to do with that. It's not about doing this or that. We just get quiet, and I just dissolve the head trash. That's all there is to it. All right, well, take good care of yourself.
Everyone, we send you our love, and let things flow, and stop worrying so much. Let the energy just move through you.
Yes. All right. Good night. Take good care of yourself.